All right, gang. You know the drill again. Tell us if we are live. Let us know. And yeah, we will get things back on the track here. The super chats and Streamlabs might look a little different just because we're only working off one screen in this room. Because we wanted to get back to you as fast as humanly possible. But yes, let us know if you can see us and if this is any better live.
Someone, Christian on Brown said no sound. Oh no.
No sound. We got sound. Can you hear us
as well?
Let us know if you can hear. Let us know if we're live.
Okay.
Hey, we got sound. We
Good
got picture.
news. Good news.
Everything is up to ArcLight's high standards. Alrighty, gang. Where were we? Zaddy looking good so far is what we like to see and hear. Heck to the yep. Howdy to you. How's it going, gang? We're talking Deadpool 3. Once again, if you're just joining us or if you missed it before, just want to say a big old thank you to you guys for getting us to the trending page with our trailer reaction. It's still doing
15.
Numbers over there. Yeah. And yeah, we couldn't do any of that without you guys. As well, your guys' comments and especially your contributions, your super chats, your Streamlabs, those drive the convo. We will be here for a little bit longer. We still got some time to dish on Deadpool, and we still got some time to catch up. So if you missed the first part of this, you can go back to that stream and check that out. And yeah, we will continue on as if nothing ever happened. And yes, Coy did everything correctly. I'm here to verify that.
Yeah, I think he's referencing my podcast. I may or may not have.
What did you do, Coy?
You know, the thing about podcasts is it involves technology, and the thing about me is I'm bad at technology. You know how there's like the recorder, there's like a Terminal 1, Terminal 2?
Sure.
Me and my producing partner, I plugged it into Terminal 2. We did a 5-hour recording session, and, well, the thing about that is we got 0 sound. So that was a nice waste of a day. But today I recorded my podcast this morning, bright and early, woke up at like dawn to record in the right terminal. So back at it.
Dude.
And was still here on time.
Killing it, my friend.
Tonight, Madam Web.
Oh, you get to do the
Madam Web in like 5 hours.
I am so excited for you.
Very
It's going to be your
stoked.
favorite movie of the year.
It might be.
I am very excited.
I mean, we're gonna see Anya in a movie, man.
I'm very excited for whatever that will mean.
We'll tune in to find out.
Yes. Oh my goodness gracious me. Madam Web. Give us one prediction for Madam Web.
I think Madam Web will have a post-credit scene that has ramifications to the greater Sony universe in a big way. I think it's gonna have a big post-credit scene. That's my big prediction. Like an actual ramifications, not just like alluding. Like it's gonna be a big one.
Okay.
I think that's my big tinfoil hat theory.
It's going to be the big one that blows the universe wide
Yeah,
open.
a lot of talks.
Heck yeah, I like that. What's the line from the trailer? The spiders?
The research in the Amazon. Like what I actually
My
don't
mom
know
died
it.
in the
Something research in the Amazon.
The spiders.
Do you know the during the junket, someone asked Dakota Johnson about that, and she like wasn't even aware to become a meme, and I immediately was more jealous of her than I've ever been a celebrity in my life. Like the freedom to be in a movie and to not have to deal with like just to make something and then just be done. Like, can you imagine just being off the internet to such a level about your own property you didn't know it was a meme?
Oh, sure.
And that's given me, like, in the next 5 years, I want to have That's a Great Question be the driving force and just be off of all social media. By 2029, I want to be done with the internet. Okay. I just want to make stuff and just believe it. And then, like, enjoy Deadpool 7 in peace.
Absolutely.
It's the dream.
Okay.
We're not lagging. We're streaming. We got sound. I'm excited.
Are we?
My podcast is called Coycast. Like Comcast with a Y. Coycast.
Coycast.
We're 4 years strong. We started right conveniently in January of 2020, and nothing went wrong from there.
Heck yeah.
Sorry, I ruined the world, guys.
It's all good. All right. Well, we're going to get back to the Super Chats and the Streamlabs. We are talking about the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. I'm going to try again. I'm working a little on the fly here, so I'm going to try and get these images back on the screen for you so you guys can read the Super Chats as well, although it might not be the most flattering looking
doing our best
text bit here. But Robert Preuser, I believe, was the last person we left off on. And Robert, thank you so much for contributing to the chat here. He says, if James Gunn doesn't use kryptonite by 3 Doors Down during the end credits or a montage of him saving people, I might be disappointed. Still a banger.
It is still a banger. I don't know how much, like, I mean, that's very on the nose, but he has used some on the nose picks. I think that's very funny. Maybe.
You're about it? You're going to go crazy and
if I hear,
call you
I'd
Superman?
prefer Eminem's Superman.
Aw.
I can be a Superman, you're Superman, you're Superman.
I can be your Superman.
Don't get me wrong, I love these hoes. No secret, everybody knows. Say new names, say new names. Ever since broke up, what's her name? I'm a different man. That's all I can say on YouTube before we get demonetized. So I'm gonna stop right there.
Oh, yeah, that's probably
It's
a
about
good
to turn
instinct.
into a lyric that
No.
I'm gonna end my controversy at pegging Carter. That's although I want to get away with my pegging Carter.
There you go. Excelente, Coy. There we go. We can see it. We can see it on the screen. We can. Yeah, we'll do a little croppy crop on that for a second there. But hey, look who's decided to show up.
Hey, it's Greg.
Is this stream lagging?
No, we're
This
doing
stream
great.
lagging.
That one was time slipping, man. Bad.
Time keeps
Look at
on
us.
slipping. When's the next movie watch? I don't know. It's coming up though. It could be anything at all, and you do have to check out the Coy cast.
Oh, Greg's joining us. We got a 3-person live.
This is
Look
what this
who
was
it is. This is why we moved it inside.
This was the real scheme right here.
You know, the guy wants 1 day off, and we're like, nah.
I have to stay here now because you guys are here.
All right.
You have to
Go watch the
supervise
cats.
us.
Yep.
Oh, we should bring in the cats.
Oh no,
That's not a good idea.
3
right
guys,
now.
4 cats.
Yes.
So I'm gonna be here for 60 seconds.
All right. Any questions for Greg before it lags? While we
Guys,
have us?
it is my wife's birthday today, so please wish her a happy birthday.
Yes.
I
Give
can-
Olivia some love.
You guys can wish her happy birthday by showing these guys some super chats.
Kevin
today.
Feige is here.
Yeah,
Kevin Feige.
Papa Feige streaming in.
Feige.
Give them-
That's an odd
show
gift
them-
for your wife.
Yeah, give these guys super chats.
I mean, I support this
And
gift
that
for
would
your
be
wife.
I'm
The-
so fascinated
the
by
best way.
how all this works because we're getting all the same notifications from YouTube about
Literally
the health
the
of the
same.
stream, and
And it
yet
looks great.
This is a stronger stream apparently.
I don't
I am very
understand.
tired. I worked very late too.
When
all
do you
weekend.
ever work?
Yeah, I was
Greg?
like,
name one
all-
time where you
all
did
weekend.
work.
I'm very tired.
Yeah.
guys.
You deserve a look at the birthday logo.
There it
Happy
is.
birthday,
That's
Olivia.
what
There
we
you
want to
go.
see. We want to see a
There you
wall of
go.
Olivia appreciation.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what do we rate Olivia's birthday?
Yes.
Oh, and if you follow me on social media, you can see the birthday surprise post that I made for her, guys.
Real cute.
Oh,
Real cute. Real
That's
precious.
what we want. Everyone, go make
Yeah.
your own birthday surprise post for Olivia.
Tag her in it.
on the stream.
Coy has her hot black girlfriend.
Doing great. Not her birthday. Her birthday's next month. I don't know. I don't think she wanted a surprise, but she's still gonna be hot. Still gonna be black. Still gonna be my girlfriend if all goes well. Unless things go horribly awry,
I was gonna say,
all
what-
3 of those things
what-
will remain true.
What order are those liable to change in?
I think only one can change in a month, and hopefully I don't do anything to cause that ire.
That is the answer, Coy.
Yep,
That is the
yep.
answer, sir.
All right.
You want to help us with another super chat?
I'll help you with one. and
Ooh,
then
this
I'm
is
gonna-
perfect. That's a perfect open-ended one.
I gotta work on this.
Stop
post
working,
for-
Greg.
I gotta do this thing for the giveaway.
Can we announce that?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No, but
Stay
look at
tuned.
it.
Apparently, doing a giveaway with a studio.
Did you know studios are easy
not
to work
as
with?
easy to finalize as I hoped.
What we can say is stay tuned.
Stay
Stay
tuned.
tuned.
Stay tuned.
Too right. Too right you are. Oh my goodness gracious. Which Fox character? Thank you, Chris Cossin. What Fox character do you want to see the most?
Did you guys already answer this?
Nope, that's perfect timing.
No.
I mean, Channing Tatum, obviously.
That's funny. I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Yeah.
Channing Tatum as Gambit is
Yeah.
pretty fulfilling.
Chambit, yeah.
He was in Free Guy. So
They're already,
it
like,
makes sense that he would actually
Sean
have an
Levy, Ryan
opportunity
Reynolds.
to be in it with him.
That's
yeah.
a really good point.
That's
and
a perfect point.
yeah.
and wasn't
That's why I'm here.
Ryan
You
So I'm
should
here
be
to
on the
sleep-
stream alone.
Sleep deprived, not with my wife on her birthday.
to drop that knowledge
you
and
guys.
cameo reference?
to wrangle us kids.
Well, Fox, I want to see Chris Evans as Human Torch really bad.
oh.
I've been saying that since I theorized the Fox universe killing,
Oh, that's
and I
also possible.
really think that's funny.
I feel like that's maybe why they teased him in the trailer, and he was also had the cameo in Free Guy.
Right, and I think Chris Evans is a little capped out. It'd be really funny. I think he'd find the humor
Yeah.
in him being Johnny Storm again.
Totally.
So yeah, mine's Johnny, or Channing Tatum though, just because he's in the photo. Like, there's a Hall H photo of the X-Men, and it's like, why is Channing Tatum there? Oh right, like I'd love that for him.
I looked for this beanie all night.
No.
And this morning, and it is right
Always
here,
check the
so
office,
coming
right?
in here was worth it.
That was
Anyway,
what you were here
have
for.
fun, guys.
Thank
Show them
you.
some love and support, please.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Tell Greg to get rest. Put 10 points for Greg resting.
Yes. The Fox character I want to see most is Miles Teller, and then they just
Oh,
decide that
God.
he is Mr. Fantastic again, and that's just the new canon of the Marvel Cinematic
You know what would actually be
Universe.
great? There's a character in the Ultimate Universe where it's an evil Reed Richards that kind of causes the next Secret Wars and like incursion events, and he's like a malicious Reed.
Okay.
Miles wouldn't be bad at that. That'd be a very interesting take if they're like a commentary on multiverses being a problem for the MCU because it kind of deflated their Phase 4. And then
I'm
you
down
have Miles there.
Oh my goodness gracious! It was
That'd
a
be
good
fun.
Christian unpronounceable. You gotta get a more unpronounceable name, man.
Yeah.
If you're gonna keep tipping out here.
We
if
can
you're-
handle that Christian unpronounceable name.
Yeah, unless it's secretly like
We've been saying it wrong,
Christian.
and it is unpronounceable.
Christian.
Like Mr. Mixoplitlic.
I take it back. Oh, what a great name. Zizek's Road. It was a good thing I watched the trailer in my white pants.
It's a good joke. It's a good joke.
yes.
I support it. I appreciate that very
Yes,
much.
I understand
Quality work.
what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
In case you got toilet paper stuck to your shoe,
That's
people just
why.
think it's
You're like,
a
oh,
part
it's
of your
just
pants.
white. You're like, oh,
It's
there it
just
is.
part of the style.
Yep.
That's what we like to see.
Obviously a
and
style
hear.
choice. I did rewatch it in my white pants.
Oh, good. That's what I hope. I watched it with no pants whatsoever, and I just let
That's why we got
chips fall
demonetized.
where they may. Coy, wrestling with movies. So thank you for jumping into the stream and for supporting the health of it. It's gotten much healthier.
Much
since
healthier.
we moved over here, and that's mostly thanks
I
to
had a
all
little
of you.
scurvy back there.
Is Victor Timely in there? Did we miss a Victor Timely cameo?
I did not see him
Oh
personally.
man, we love y'all. But yes, wrestling with movies. So this Wolverine isn't the one we've seen in Fox.
We don't know. We know it's not Logan because the death of Logan is canon. I think we're actually going to see Logan's grave in this movie. I personally think this might be the regular continuity X-Men 2 Days of Future Past. Because remember, the Logan movie is a different continuity because that's a different Xavier. And it's like in the future where like there's comics and stuff of the X-Men. So I personally think it's going to be a brand new Wolverine Logan. It could possibly be the older Singer ones, but I think it's going to be a brand new one. And I think we're going to get at least 5. I think we're going to get at least 5 Wolverines, if not a lot more. I think Patch is the tip of the iceberg. And I do think it's going to be a lot of fun fan casting in there. I think we might get Taron. I think we might get Radcliffe.
He should just run through a Wolverine casting call at some point and just have like a ton of actors.
Everyone that like people have been rumored
Every
to be Wolverine.
possible, like rumor and or prominent, like agreed upon fan cast should
I'm
be
into that.
present.
But I also think we're gonna get like a Weapon X Wolverine. Like we'll see some of that like rights and art where it's gonna be like him with the thing over his face, and he's.
Ooh,
I think
love
we're gonna get that. I think we're gonna get like the feral Wolverine with the no nose and the thing tied around him when he's got the bone claws. I think we're gonna get all manner of Logan. Might even get like an old school James Howlett.
Ooh,
A nice throwback to little origins.
I
We'll
like
see.
it.
We'll
I
see.
like it. Maybe we'll get him as a child from X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Could I mean that's their best film, so they should reference it as much as they can.
You know, I had to. I was doing metadata for something the other day, and I clocked like, oh, I forgot how many people are in X-Men Origins.
It's
Wolverine.
insane,
Yeah.
and like it's a good cast, and then not a movie.
Ooh, a Carl Urban Wolverine cameo.
That's fun.
Aw, I think that would be a fun one. And I guess that'll because there are also these questions in the MCU. I feel like about what I never realized is that in the Flash post-credit scene, unless they like updated it for home video or whatever, like Barry's talking to Arthur and he was like, "Oh, this is across the multiverse. Like some people look different, but you always look the same." So part of me is like, I guess they're just gonna bring him back. I don't know, but
They
like,
could.
because what's the rule? Does Marvel have set rules about variants that always look one way versus
There's a
ones
thing
that
called a
don't?
Nexus being that should
Like Wanda?
Wanda's a Nexus being, Loki's a Nexus being. They're not well established though. Like the rules have been like Doctor Strange shouldn't be a Nexus being, and he always looked the same.
Okay.
So they clearly have been playing a little fast and loose, and I think they'll address it in Deadpool, to be honest.
Excellent.
And that's
Oh
why
my
I think we're
God.
going to see multiple people cast as Wolverine, and then Ryan's going to comment on it.
I hope that She-Hulk walked so that Deadpool could run.
Oh, 100%.
Even though I'm sad that there apparently won't be more She-Hulk. You heard it.
He's
I want more
sad.
She-Hulk, all right?
I want the
Shut
beginning
up.
and end of She-Hulk. I didn't like the middle so much, but the beginning and end was my jam.
I know, but the great thing about more She-Hulk is
Is you
it's
can
not any
just
of that stuff.
make what you
'cause
want out
it's
of it.
new and different.
I'd love to at least see more of her as She-Hulk and stuff.
I really hope that at bare minimum, if they don't bring the show back, I hope they don't lose her because she's great and I like the character. Marcos Sanchez, how you doing? Appreciate you being here. Thank you for contributing to the chat. What's up, guys? I love the DC Animated Universe reactions, which I got to go to Orlando to see Coy, but couldn't.
Oh, hey.
Hopefully you come back next year. Thoughts on the Acolyte? I know how big of a Star Wars buff you are, Coy, so this is all you, my friend.
90% sure I'm going to be at MegaCon next year in 2025, if that helps. I had a really great time this year.
He's going to be watching the Acolyte.
I'll be
live
watching the
with
Acolyte
everybody.
in MegaCon. No, this is like one of my favorite cons ever. I had such a good time, and everyone that came out to my Tom Hiddleston panel, thank you. The Acolyte I'm excited about because it's leaving behind the traditional Skywalker-ness. Like I'm
Sure.
very sick of a galaxy far, far away a long time ago being like over the span of 30 years.
For those of you who
I
don't
get
know, we got a little thing on the Acolyte here.
it. Yeah, it's a High Republic era, which is, if from memory serves, well before the New Hope prequel era. Like, I think prequels lead pretty directly, if memory serves, Episode 3 goes directly into New Hope because it has Vader at the end. And the Acolyte is 100 years before Episode 1. So that would put it the earliest we've ever seen Star Wars, again, if memory serves. I'm excited about some Skywalker stuff because that's uncharted territory. There'll be more Jedi, theoretically, because it's before they fall. Theoretically, some more Sith. I'm excited for that because it feels like I can encroach on the fandom without feeling like I have to know a lot. I like how it seems very approachable.
Yeah, I'm just excited because I loved Russian Doll, and Leslie Headland is heading this up. So I'm excited about that. And yeah,
X-23's in it. Daphne Keane.
Look out now.
That's the tie-in. That's how we make this about Deadpool.
And he's going to show up. They're both Disney properties, so
Oh,
technically
yeah.
he can show up there.
I mean, Deadpool's a Disney prince. So's Tyler Durden.
What?
Tyler Durden, Fox.
Oh my God.
Tyler Durden's a Disney prince.
Oh my God.
The Xenomorphs are Disney queens.
Oh my God. Coy. Coy, what did you do?
Tyler Durden is
Coy.
a trademark Disney prince.
I am John's total bewilderment.
And you just watched that for the first time recently, so you understand the scope of that import?
I am not a Star Wars expert. I did, and it was quite a journey. It was
Love that
quite
film so much.
It's still unfolding in my mind. I'm excited
Where
for the
is your mind?
where is my mind? I'm excited for the Acolyte because I'm excited for something that seems like it's going to be a little bit more like, I don't know, there's like a more menacing flavor vibe I get from just the concept of this, and we're going back to like, you know, an older time but not the oldest time. Like, I don't know, it seems pretty cool and interesting to me. I'm cautiously optimistic for that. I always like when Star Wars takes me places that are less familiar than like the stuff that I know the best. So so yeah, I'm excited about that. Kiana Chanel, sending love to you. Thank you for jumping into the chat. Thank you for your generous contribution. Hey y'all, looking handsome as always. Just Coy, though. Coy is looking handsome for the both of us. What version of the TVA do you think we're getting pre or post Loki takeover? And how do you think this is going to feed into Secret Wars, if at all?
Well, he does reference events in the MCU, obviously within the TVA, but otherwise we see all new uniforms, which makes me think it's post. But we also have pruning sticks, which theoretically wouldn't be necessary post. So I'm torn because a pruning staff implies before, because that's before they were aware of everything. But the uniforms imply post. So that leads me to believe there are either multiple TVA or it's beyond time enough that it is all when.
Oh, I wonder if they. I mean, is that a thing they could do? Could they just
Theoretically, they
introduce
could-
like a time? That's, I guess, what's confusing about the TVA is the TVA presents itself via Loki as this thing that exists outside of time, in between all universes.
But it has to have a chronology because things exist and occur in it.
Yeah.
So therefore,
so
chronologically
is that just
within
a
itself.
lie they tell themselves? Are there many TVs?
I think there are many variants within time. So theoretically, there would be many people monitoring different elements of time. But I think from a standpoint where you have to be able to explain chronology, there would have to be a summation of the TVA's relevance to time.
Sure.
And thus,
I get that.
you would need to have a chronology present in canon for us to comprehend whence it is in all when.
Dude, whence is a great
It's
word.
really solid
And that
word.
was a solid breakdown. That's the thing is, like, I know that we don't have all the time ever, all time always for a Deadpool movie to like unpack mechanics, but I do think it'll be fun. I hope that they are
I think
able
they'll
to
at least
like
dabble.
add to the
Lore a bit.
Yeah, it's like I hope it's like a Katamari kind of thing where like everybody who touches it adds a little piece or
Yeah.
clarifies an aspect or something like that. And I think that could, in a way, like people joke about the interconnectedness and the fact that you have to do so much homework, or it appears that way from the outside if you haven't just been following along all this time. And so I feel like in a way that actually could be a kind of fun way to also knowingly kind of nod to that process between work and audience.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just sort of be like, hey, every time we check back in here, we realize you guys are a bit confused. So
I think we'll be studying it for all time always.
for all time anyways. Alrighty. Thank you, Kiana. Sending love your way. Seth Arp, which I like to think stands for Seth Arpeggio. The scene. Thank you, by the way, for chiming in. The scene with snow from the trailer. Do you think it's where Logan died? Or Age of Ultron?
Age of Ultron.
All right, and follow-up question if it's Age of Ultron. Deadpool saves Aaron Taylor Johnson Quicksilver?
We talked about that briefly in the last stream. I think that is Age of Ultron because it looks like the car the Avengers jump over in that amazing like splash page shot in Age of Ultron is the car he's fighting in front of.
Sure.
So I think the snow scene is, and he also is watching scenes from Age of Ultron. So I think that directly ties into where he's going for each bit of timeline cleanup. It's also no coincidence that the first mutants from the MCU are introduced in Age of Ultron, and they can't be called mutants yet. So I think that scene is him going to clean up continuity, save Quicksilver, but also let Scarlet Witch know they're mutants. I think it's going to be retroactively changing the continuity of the Miracle Children concept. So I think Age of Ultron is going to be really, really important, and I think that scene is within that parameter, and I think it's going to be about the mutant concept.
I like it. The mutant conundrum.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, hey, let's refresh this page real quick and throw it back to the chitty chat. There we go. There we go. I saw a couple good pieces of feedback in here. I think it is, or they declare them as mutants and not enhanced. Oh yeah, where are we with oh goodness, what were they? Oh, Inhumans. Where are we with Inhumans in all of this? Are they still a thing, or are we just gonna? Is that part of
I
the
think
whole
it's another
like,
Elseworld.
annexing of everything?
Yeah, I
into,
think that's like
into
in
mutants.
other universes they have Inhumans. So I think that's going to be the same, where it's like in other universes. I mean, we saw Black Bolt. We've made them MCU canon. So I think they're going to be like another world.
Oh, Detective Pikachu appearance most definitely has to happen. Oh, I know what I saw. Somebody commented that because both Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman have both been in musicals, won a musical number from Deadpool 3, which I am personally very welcoming of. I would love. That was the thing, man. See, people lost their minds about the Marvels, and I was sitting over here like, you know what? I love these instincts, and my only gripe is I wish you would embrace the instincts harder.
Yeah, it did
So, like,
feel like it was like a half measure.
Like when they went to the musical planet, I was like, this is such a fun concept. And I wish the movie felt like it wanted to spend time here instead of
Which the
feeling
movie
like
felt
it
like it wanted
needed
to
to
spend
get
time anywhere.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I'm like, you got so many fun ideas. Embrace those
Yeah.
ideas and see them through.
There were so many concepts in that movie I really love.
Yes. But guess what? Darth Nazgul is about to save us with an observation. Thank you and hello from across the pond. Unless you're just tipping in pounds to be contrarian.
I respect
and
the
you're in like Delaware or something.
Bold choice.
Anyway, my Deadpool 3 theory. Let's pull this back up on.
Well, someone in the
the
live chats
screen.
from Ireland, so much love. Back to
Oh.
Ireland. That made me happy.
Hey.
I saw they used a, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Crack.
Crack?
There's a CRAIC.
Crack. Yeah, I get
I
what
don't.
you
You know what I mean?
mean.
I don't know how to pronounce that in the American tongue.
If you are an Irish viewer, just please
paraphrase
please
how
let us
to
know what
pronounce
that
is with our American linguistics.
Absolutely. All right. My Deadpool 3 theory is that everyone deserves a happy ending. That tagline in the trailer is because Wade wished for Wolverine to have a happy ending.
I do think there'll be an element of trying to fix the end of Logan for Wolverine. I don't know how much it's going to tie into the overall plot.
What do you mean, fix it, Coy?
Well, like what he's saying, like Wade wants Deadpool to, Logan
Oh,
to be happy.
I see
Not
what
fix
you
as
mean.
if it's wrong, but fix
I
as
was
in
gonna
like
say, what is wrong?
No, that movie is so good. I mean, like fix it for Logan, like Logan getting a positive ending. I love that idea. It's something I've wondered myself. But I think in this case, I think the happy ending is obviously a double entendre. Whether or not that does end up being a plot point, I'm intrigued by myself.
I agree with you, Coitus.
I also love that they're advertising it as the third coming.
I just love how many innuendo
There's
they're
just so
getting
many.
away with.
Yeah.
And again, on a big game Super Bowl commercial
So good.
for some of these hijinks, no less. Let's get the chat back live again. My B. I just love the idea of musicals so much. It's pronounced crack.
It is. I knew what it meant, but I didn't know how to pronounce it. Thank you. I've only read it.
In sense that it means what's
up?
up or how are you. So what do you just say, like crack? Yo, crack.
I think.
Or do you say like what's cracking?
Well, what's cracking is very American.
Sure. What's cracking? This is Scottish.
I think
damn
what's
it.
the crack? Like, wouldn't it be like? I think you'd express it as like what's going on. So there'd be a little bit more in there.
See, my question is what Secrecy is asking. Didn't Ryan say they aren't touching the Logan movie?
He said they're not touching the continuity. So therefore, it won't be Logan surviving. It would be another Wolverine getting a happy ending. Because we all deserve a happy ending. Just don't go to a masseuse and imply you deserve one.
Do you believe that Ryan will ever direct a Deadpool movie in the future? I would honestly kind of love that, considering how well it went for Michael B. and Creed 3.
I think Ryan does a lot more creatively on set than we realize he's doing. I think he has a lot of power as is.
Co-writing and
Yeah, he's doing a lot
Yeah.
as is. I think one actor being a director does not mean they all would be, and I honestly want just him to be focused on the character. So I think he's doing plenty behind the scenes. I don't know how he'd be as a director. I think he's a genius, so I'm sure he'd be great. I don't know if he'd want that many hats.
I kind of think it would be a nightmare having Ryan Reynolds direct you, because I would never know what is a genuine
What's
note
sarcastic
and what
and
is him just like dogging my chops.
When I worked on Argo, the hats were funny. Like Ben literally had his hair all 70'd out. But when he was a director, he'd put on a directing hat, so we'd know if he was director Ben or if he was actor Ben.
Sure.
And I thought that was so funny that he took the hat metaphor literally.
I like it. Oh my god.
So you'd know when to which Ben to pay attention to.
Benjamin.
That Dunkin' Donuts ad. Did you see it?
No.
There was a Dunkin' Donuts
Did
big game
Benjamin-
spot. Ben
was
Affleck's
he-
been doing a year-long campaign. He did the Super Bowl ad last year where he like took over the drive-through and J-Lo comes up and like. Is this all,
What?
there's a whole saga,
This
John.
is all new to me. All I
There's a
know is that
year-long
he's always
saga.
on his front porch with a box
They
with
make
like a
fun of
pile
that.
of Dunkins.
That's a commentary on that.
Ah!
So literally, he talks about how he's not bored or sad. He's just intense. He's always watching. And so there's a whole thing about Ben Affleck and the Dunks ad, and then he forms a boy band called the Dunk Kings, and they debuted the Dunk Kings single during the big game spot for J-Lo because he wants to get on the record. Dude, you got some lore. You got some DD lore. They just dropped the. It's a full tracksuit that I might buy today. They just put it up for sale. There's Dunkin' Donut tracksuits. I don't want to reveal who's in the Dunk Kings, but it's not just Ben Affleck alone. It's real good.
The Dunkings.
Can we do a watch during the live? Can you play something? Because it's a minute-long spot. I feel like, guys, you want to see John a live reaction to the Dunk Kings trailer?
We won't play any of the audio.
Okay,
to get
just in
this
case.
Trailer.
Okay, experience this.
We don't want to
magic.
get this demonetized.
Okay, strap
but
in.
yes.
Make sure it's not a commentary on, but the actual thing.
Ben Affleck Duncan commercial.
There it
Is
is.
this the one? All right, let's.
It's a minute. Okay, strap in for only us. But you can watch him watch.
I guess I'll put it on the TV.
This is
audio.
my favorite ad during the Super Bowl that wasn't Deadpool 3.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm including Kingdom Planet of the Apes.
I don't think you should do this.
All right, this audio isn't working.
Oh, no!
If this doesn't work in 10 seconds,
we're gonna have to
are
bail.
going to postpone
And you'll have to
the
just
Ben
watch it
Affleck
after.
Film Festival.
Yeah, but I hope it does work.
It's gonna work.
Because
Coy.
it's cinema.
It's gonna work.
I'll give you headphones from my pocket. We'll play it on my phone.
It's all working. It's not,
Not working. Oh, all right.
All right. It's fine.
Another time.
I'll look at it later.
We'll discuss it off camera.
When we can, when it won't get this
The
video
Dunk Kings.
aggressively demonetized.
There's also a new Dunk Kings menu that launched today. I'm at this point just an ad for Dunks. Dunkin' Donuts sponsor me.
All right. Well, there you go. You got a glimpse at it anyway.
It's very funny.
All right. Charlie, 836. Tired.
Accurate. I am.
Everyone is tired.
It's Monday, man. It's
Life
Monday
is
and so hard.
exhausting.
I woke up and podcasted today after the Super Bowl last night, and now I've got Madam Web after this. I'm very tired.
You're going to do so great, Coy. It's going to be like a fever dream. Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate the coffee. I left mine in the back when we moved.
No! I'm getting so much after this.
Jack McHugh, thank you. What? My bad. Wrong W word. With them teasing a Secret Wars comic at the end of the trailer, do you think we will see Doom?
I think we'll get a post-credit scene at most. I don't think we'll see Doom in this movie. But I think we could have a post-credit scene to set up Fantastic Four, which is next year conceptually. But I don't think we'll have him as a character in this.
All right. I hope he's watching Dune.
Yes.
See Dr. Doom watching
And if you're
Dune.
excited to watch Dune, stay tuned to the Real
Stay
Reject
tuned.
socials. Got to stay tuned because there's some news coming up.
There's some stuff coming, so be on the lookout. We got a little bit more time here. Got probably another half hour before we got a boogans. Alexander Rivera, thank you for joining the chat. Wild theory. I love a wild theory. Let's get it. Wild theory. But if they are rescuing Quicksilver in that snowy scene, the question is why? It's not a theory. That's a question. Is why? Maybe. Oh, here's the theory. This Cassandra Nova is from Earth 838, and she's looking for Xavier's killer using Deadpool to do
Ooh,
it.
That's fun. I like that. I do
Okay.
think that's Cassandra Nova we see. Cassandra Nova being generally malicious. I could see that playing as villainy. That's fun. I like that idea overall.
Yeah. And then would that... Wait a minute, though. If she's looking for Xavier's killer, does that mean she didn't absorb his powers
I think.
and, kill him herself?
Well, in that Scarlet Witch did, so maybe she wanted to.
Oh, my God.
Maybe
We're
she
gonna
didn't get a chance
There will be repercussions for that.
for not getting the murder.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be fun. I like that idea.
That'd be crazy. And it'll make Multiverse of Madness a little more substantial, too.
True.
Seth Arpeggiator, thank you for chiming back in, my dude. What are the odds of a second Krasinski Reed Richards cameo? Maybe a Randall Park as Reed. Would love a Randall Park.
Yes.
He'll do real people magic.
Yes.
And I think there should be, they should just recreate the shot with all the Kangs, but with 1,000,000 John Krasinskis.
And they're all Randall Park.
And they're all Randall Park. Yes.
Have you seen the that behind the scenes of If video where it's like director John Krasinski and it's all Randall Park?
No.
So If is directed by John Krasinski.
Yes.
They did an entire thing where Ryan Reynolds was like, "You're not John Krasinski," and he's like, "I am your director, John Krasinski." And they recreated behind the scenes footage but put in Randall Park.
I love this.
Dude, watch If behind the scenes. I'm just here to tell you about the pop culture you missed this week, apparently.
You are. You are. We were busy in the studio troubleshooting all kinds of problems this week.
And I've just been like plugged into the pop.
The past week has been just like, what other malfunction can take place, like all in a tandem that feels like some kind of weird curse is taking place? Like, oh, this video file is screwed up. Now these audio files are screwed up. Now the stream's not working. Now this thing is just on fire. What
Dude,
do we do?
That Thursday I came in and we did a video that's going to drop soon. Me and Aaron. I also had 2 other networks to do, and then I had an Oscar panel for Across the Spider-Verse. So I did a 14-hour day, and I had just gotten back from being like super down from like just the energy of running a con is exhausting. So I was so exhausted, like tired, and then I had to dive into the Oscar thing. But that was such a cool like honor to sit down with Chris and Phil.
You were so lazy.
So
You
lazy.
don't do anything.
But I'm saying, and in between things, pop culture, I've been plugged in
You
to the
have,
Dumb Kings.
You're better than me, and you are the Dung King. We will watch the Dung Kings together before you leave this place. Hey, the Marvelous Collector, you're Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
Love that you contributed to the chat. Thank you. Love that Deadpool uses a staple gun to put his wig on. The little piece stuck in his head throughout the trailer had me rolling. Oh my God, yeah.
There's so many details that are just so Ryan Reynolds to me.
Yeah, I just loved seeing him with a toupee.
Yeah, with the
Like,
staples in his
At
head.
home with the fam.
Oh.
With all the peeps except for TJ Miller.
He's my Ken.
Yep. Yes. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine if he had showed up as a Ken?
Oh, you know who it's supposed to? Ben Affleck was supposed to show up in the Allen scene.
What?
Yeah. Ben Affleck is supposed to like be there when all the Allens are like he's fighting all the yeah. That's the only thing that would have made that movie better for me is if there was an Affleck cameo. We were that close.
Why didn't it happen?
I don't know. I think it's scheduling, but I'm super
He
bummed.
had Duncan's to do.
Yeah, he had. I mean, frankly, who doesn't?
He had to go to Duncan's.
He had to learn
day.
that song. You'll see.
Marcelo Medrano, thank you for contributing to the chat. Channing Tatum Gambit and Radcliffe/Edgerton Wolverine variances in Madripoor sequence. Thinking it's a distinct possibility. Also, the Deadpool shooting Uzis could be Lady Deadpool, a.k.a. Mrs. Lively. Oh, and what a Venom move that would be.
I do think we're getting Blake Lively as Lady Deadpool, and I do think we're getting Dazzler as Blake Lively. But
As
I'm
Blake Lively? Not
Yes.
as Taylor Swift?
not as Taylor Swift.
Messed
Taylor
up,
Swift,
Corey.
Dazzler, and Blake Lively. But I'm very curious about who is in the patch outfit because I don't think it's Hugh Jackman. I think it's going to be a reveal. I feel like Taron's a little bigger. I feel like it's either Taron or Radcliffe, but I feel like it's Radcliffe just because the build.
I mean, Radcliffe would be, like, funnier.
Yeah,
feel
whereas
like-
Taron's like a good.
I feel like the way this moment is shot, where it's like, ooh, yeah, we're coming up behind him, and his hair is so recognizable.
It'd be
yeah,
so
it's
funny
like-
if you turned around and it's just Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, or it's Michael Cera.
Yes, Sarah V.
Bring Alan in here. Oh, I heard about that. I need to see that.
Oh, his skin ad campaign.
Yes.
Yeah, thing of beauty. My buddy Jennings is it. My buddy Jennings is like the big handsome guy, like throughout the last shot, and so I kept just seeing Jennings with like Michael Cera, and I was like, that's odd.
Lucky dog.
LA's a weird town.
Lucky it is. But hey, don't worry. We'll get our Madripoor cameos. I was scrubbing the moment. There's nobody else who, to my eye,
Doesn't
looks
quite
like
appear
they
to be.
could allude to be anybody. But you never know, and I feel like that would be a perfect time for
I think there'll be way more cameos than just that one. Yeah.
a Gamby. Yeah, Gumby. Charles Lemon, thank you for the contribution. Hey guys, how do you feel about a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man cameo? Love Chanel, we love you. Thank you for the support. I don't.
I'd rather have an Andrew Garfield one.
You think they
He's
do?
more. No, I'd rather. He's more
Okay.
tonally appropriate. He, like,
Sure.
Also, him and Ryan Reynolds are friends, so it'd be more likely.
Oh.
So I think that'd be nice.
Okay.
Also, him and Ryan Reynolds made out during an award show like 2 years ago. So with the Deadpool Spider-Man Lustin', it's more canon.
All right. But what about a Jake Gyllenhaal Spider-Man?
Oh, I mean that'd be so funny. Like it's him. Like we see Spider with a hurt back.
Hey, everyone.
And then it's
and
like
then
Jake
friggin'
Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
I would love it. And his back is always hurting.
Always hurt.
That's the universe he comes from. Itzante Tornante. Thank you for stoking the fires of our chatly discussion here. Radcliffe, as in Daniel Radcliffe. No, thank you. Ouch. Radcliffe. Just name all the other Radcliffes you can think of.
Yes.
If Walker Scoble from the Atom Project and Percy Jackson doesn't get a cameo as Kidpool, we all riot?
I think it's happening. I like the amount Ryan loves that kid and the amount Walker knows Deadpool he can recite, like the whole opening. Have you ever seen that video?
No.
The kid from Atom Project, who's now, I believe, Percy Jackson himself, memorized the script to Deadpool and recited it at Ryan Reynolds, and then they did a bunch of interviews where he just like did the whole thing,
Just
and Ryan
did
would like.
Deadpool's.
It was so good. Yeah, I like that kid.
Beautiful. Well, hey,
Good
props to
Kidpool.
Walker Scoble, and I hope he gets the opportunity to marvel it out. Bonnie RE52, I'm going to assume that means Bonnie either regarding or Resident Evil 52.
Naturally.
The new 52. Happy birthday, Olivia! She was in the chat earlier, so maybe she'll hear and or see this, but either way, appreciate the love there. Do you think they will bring Quicksilver back in Deadpool? I think it would be funny if they just tease it and not a single Quicksilver appears whatsoever. No one.
He's just always so fast. We don't see him.
Yeah, we never see
He's
him.
just zipping around.
Yes, it's always a blur
It's not
past
Evan
frame.
Peters or Aaron Taylor
It's
Johnson.
like, oh man, thank God you saved that guy. Look at how much good he's doing out here. In
I
the
think it'd be
world.
really funny if they go to the Age of Ultron world and they're trying to like save someone, and we assume it's gonna be Quicksilver, and then it's Aaron Taylor Johnson as Craven.
or Kick-Ass. Just
Or
bring in
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass. There's so many.
There's so much opportunity.
I think they should do all these characters and bring in all the actors that the fan casting expects, except then I think they should mix them all around.
yes.
So it's like, oh, Taron Egerton's here,
as
but he's
Cyclops.
Quicksilver. Or yeah, he's Cyclops or Gambit or something like that. And then, yeah. And then Daniel Radcliffe is Lady Deadpool. The list goes
It's
on.
gotta
The
be fun.
possibilities are endless. Deadshot, thank you for jumping back in. appreciate your generosity this day. My confidence with Sean Levy is increased, and the cinematographer needs an applause, especially that reload scene is
So badass.
so righteous. I had
So-
to slow it down and be like, what? How is he holding the guns exactly? Okay, cool.
Have you seen it as a GIF yet?
No.
Someone slowed it down as a GIF. It's all over Twitter. It's amazing. It's quality GIF work.
I love a good reload.
Yep.
So yeah, applause for the cinematographer, whoever that is. Also, Daphne Keane needs to return, one MCU character that's a variant, and OG X-Men. All right,
I think we'll get all that.
I think all of that will come.
Yeah, I think that's all. that's
Sophie
all
Turner is in the MCU now. Get ready for the Scarlet Phoenix.
I want Marsden to get some redemption.
My man! Oh my goodness gracious!
Big old James Marsden.
One of my
fan.
favorite first X-Men movie moments features Marsden.
I'd love to him to get some actual due because he never got his chance to be Cyclops.
Hey, it's me. Prove it.
You're a dick.
Okay. Always got me as a lad, as a boy, as a child, as a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
All these things, it got me. Let's check and make sure that the Streamlabs hasn't been prodded in recent. Ooh, we do have a Streamlab. Let's jump over
Ooh.
there really quick. Ooh, I like that Seattle KO. Looks like an homage to the Gun Fu in Equilibrium. I love that.
Remind me of that and John Wick a little bit,
Sure.
which is the two big gun movies of late.
the big gun movies. Earl James speculates that Hugh Jackman Wolverine is rumored to be from the X-Men '97 cartoon.
Oh, that's fun if they bring in an actual canon. Oh, I like that idea quite a bit. I like that.
That's the Jack Black version.
Yep.
The gamer Michael Jackson. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for Streamlabbing us. The Secret Wars comic next to Deadpool is issue 5 of the 2015 comics run. And that is absolutely huge.
God,
Considering what goes down in that issue, mainly the stuff with Molecule Man and Dr. Doom becoming God Emperor Doom.
It is one of my favorite issues of Doctor Doom ever, which is saying a lot. It is one of the most powerhouse. The hierarchy of power changes in the MCU in that issue. So I couldn't quite make out that it was issue 5, but I believe you because I glanced at it and went, okay, I know that's the font from the Hickman run, but I couldn't ascertain the picture, especially with the Hulk bottle. But if you say it is, I believe you, and that would be exceptional. That is, again, that's one of my favorite issues of Doom in all of comics.
Dat ascertain.
Yeah.
Mint. Ha ha ha. Ooh, let's get a refresher going on over here. Y'all are seeing how the sausage is made. But hey, while we have this brief memento, oh goodness, here we go. Every time it asks me to save something, I'm like,
What's
oh,
happening?
what's gonna happen?
Why are we saving?
Oh, look at that, gang.
Wee!
If you want to support the Chanel, I mean, you guys have already been so lovely. You're welcome, KN Kiger. That's for you. That's just for you. And thank you, Charlie836, for coming back in. Dog Pool will be here. But yeah, if you want to rock a little bit of Reject Nation swag, we got brand new T-shirts for just such an occasion as this one. You can wear them to the Deadpool 3, premiere
Screening
or
event.
a screening or an event or what have you, whatever it might be. But yeah, thank you guys. We're very excited. These are all designed for the we have a couple branded designs in the store, but most everything is designed in-house. And I believe these were mocked up by none other than Gregorio's sisters. So it's a family endeavor. Support the fam. Support the family band. And wish Olivia a happy birthday as well. Westra. I tried to. R's are hard.
Just enhanced.
R. Roland's a tricky one. Hello to you out in Europe. Thank you for joining the chat. Do you guys think they will tease some of the actors who are going to play the X-Men in the MCU? Keep up the amazing work. Much love from Italy.
I don't think so. I personally think they're already going to be doing a lot to end the Fox universe and give it some closure. I also think they should wait until. Honestly, I think a lot of things have changed since the King Dynasty shift. I still think that might still be called King Dynasty, but if it's not, I could easily see X-Men versus the Avengers as a two-parter, and you'd want it to be the old X-Men. I think introducing the new X-Men and then having them immediately fighting is a lot. That's biting off too much. Yeah. Whereas, I'd love to have the old X-Men get some time and then end that arc with the continuity of Secret Wars and then start fresh in a new universe, cherry-picking whichever MCU characters you want to keep, and then you've got X-Men over here and, build up to them slowly. And I still think They should feel like they're in Westchester. They shouldn't always be around. They should feel kind of like their own thing, just like they do in the comics. They're always like just a flight away, but it shouldn't be like they're as integral to the MCU. So I'd rather see the X-Men get a little bit more of a slow burn intro.
Just a flight away. Sorry.
That's how they feel.
Marty loves that song. Title should change to Deadpool and Wolverine X off some men. I think that's an excellent call.
That's a good
An
call. Can
excellent
beach him off
call.
anytime.
Ha ha! That's my job, is beach. Coy, what are you doing with them eyebrows? They looking real good today.
Sleep deprivation, I call it.
Sleep
It's a little bit of the old, yeah. That's what. When I don't sleep, they get real bushy.
Oh my God, is Coy Deadpool and John is Wolverine? I think Coy would have
Yes.
to be Wolverine.
Because for my height,
You're way more buff than me.
I'm snarkier.
You are snarkier.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I take less things serious.
but I can't grow facial hair well.
That's true. I could.
You can do a mutton chop easier.
The first facial hair configuration I ever grew was mutton chops.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
that's
all about
badass.
that in high school, and they let us have beards for a minute before we lost the privilege.
Well, you shouldn't have been so loud about your beards.
That's right, man. Imagine Ryan shows up as Green Lantern. That's what I was gonna say. I think that should happen because we've already had him show up as old Deadpool.
I think Warner Brothers might have something to say about that.
Josh Brolin for Strife.
That'd be dope. I think it'd be really
Warner
funny.
Brothers needs the money,
That's
Coy.
true.
Don't
They
even
should
pretend
rent
like
out
Warner
Green
Brothers.
Lantern.
At least the superhero department needs the money. Galagost, Andres, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good to hear from you, fellas. Holy hells, that Deadpool trailer. Much love. I can't wait for the hot toys and Marvel Legends. P.S. Just got my Scarlet Spider Marvel Legend. Some Ben Riley.
Yeah. Great musculature. I'm a huge fan of both those runs of toys. I am very excited for those as well. They're going to have a hell of a time with that journey into Toyland after all the cameos and crazy hijinks Deadpool's going to bring.
Absolutely. And Evan Shea, I think we're going to get so much Ben Affleck Daredevil. In this
So
movie.
much.
It's going to be crazy. And they're going to bring Coolio with them.
Ooh,
But it's going to
director's
be
cut.
It's going to be CGI, I guess.
I was
Rest in
gonna
peace,
say, I'm
Coolio.
like, wait,
I just reminded
I
myself.
didn't want to keep telling you more pop
we
culture
don't live
news.
on the coil with Coolio
Yeah.
anymore, which is really sad to me.
Yeah,
Anyway, pour one out for Coolio.
he's in Gangster's Paradise.
Galagost, back in action. Thank you for the double whammy. I popped in Deadpool on Apple TV last night. And by popped in, I mean I hit some buttons and it came up last night. And did you notice that the movie has been badly censored and retouched across all platforms?
Ugh.
Watch the strip club scene. Physical media wins. I remember when they did that version of...
For Disney Plus, I thought that.
Was
Why
it-
would an Apple do that?
Why is it? Yeah, was it Deadpool or Deadpool 2 where they did the
Oh, the
silly
Once Upon a
PG-13?
Deadpool. That was that was intentional. But like Deadpool 1's the strip club scene, and that's. I don't watch a lot on platforms because I'm a physical media guy. I don't like how it like. It's never going to be as quality a picture. Just it won't be because like physical media is going to have the 4K that I want to watch it on. So I tend to not. If I can avoid streaming a movie, I avoid the hell out of it. So I haven't seen that cut. That's horrendous and really insulting to the filmmakers. That sucks.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I would be curious to go look at it just because things like that fascinate
Yeah.
me, but also like
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfather.
I feel like all things to censor and to not do a great job with censoring, like everyone's going to notice if you do Deadpool because Deadpool it's like half the point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like
That's a shame.
why? Unless it's some kind of weird experiment. Jacob D
Ooh, moment of silence.
for Danger
Or Deadpool.
or Deadpool. Thank you for the moment of silence. We very much appreciate you keeping the flames of the chat alive. Got a couple more to go through. Got a few more minutes to hang with you guys. I'm glad that we were able to fix this
Much more seamless up
quicker
here.
than expected, but also, but yeah. Yeah, so, you know, appreciate y'all hanging with us and bearing with us. Michelle, I appreciate you chiming in from Canada.
Ooh.
And you've got a very pensive, sort of thoughtful look in your profile pic.
Mhm,
I feel like, you know, whatever you're about to say, you've thought very hard about it.
Mhm,
It's going to be poised. I've never seen the Deadpool movies. Should I just should see no evil? Should I just wait and marathon them before 3? Ooh.
I mean, You're Canadian, so you're doing a disservice to your whole country.
I know. Ryan Reynolds is going to come to your house and like revoke your citizenship.
I don't know if you have the ability to wait because it's like, will you pass whatever licensing test you have between now and then to stay Canadian?
Pass the Canada bar.
Ryan, Canadian. Wade Wilson, Canadian. Sean Levy, I might be Canadian. That's a lot.
Most movies shot in Canada.
In Canada. I mean,
Yeah.
Van City Reynolds is the man's handle. He loves Canada.
He loves Vans.
He loves Vans.
He loves to wear Vans.
Lots of beautiful
in
shoe wear
Vancouver.
in Vancouver. I personally, I wouldn't marathon them for your first time because then you won't get to digest them. Like personally, I like to watch a movie and like marinate on it a bit and then watch the next one. I maybe like one a week.
Okay.
Because I just feel like
I think that would probably
the
be the best
first
version.
two are so different from each other. I think the first one is a really great drama comedy. Like there's a lot of comedy and action in it, but there's a really beautiful beating heart. I don't think the second one is quite as strong as the first, but I feel like you might undermine some of the emotional through line of the first one if you just go right into the second one. So I do a week apart.
Yeah, I think actually that would be really good because too the movies just what the tone of. You have a sense from the outside of what the tone will be, and I think because of the attitude and the amount that the movies are both throwing at you, and I really enjoy both movies, but I feel like I would want a little bit of a cleanser between them so I don't get Deadpooled out.
Yes.
Because the energy is a lot and it's very distinct.
And if you're going into like hour
five, yeah. So I would say like give it a couple days or a week apart and like make it like a little road to Deadpool. I think would be really fun.
That's a fun journey.
Yeah.
I might rewatch them.
Oh, I think I'm gonna. It's been a minute since I've seen them.
I've been thinking about rewatching all the X-Men. I don't have time, certainly. But like the fact that I didn't immediately recognize Pyro means it's been long enough that I need to rewatch them.
I know, and again, like I'm kicking myself because like they give him a good
moment,
good shot for you to recognize.
And he's
him, and I
in
was
a
like,
comic book costume. He's in his costume.
Yeah, and I was like, that guy is so familiar.
But X3 was what, 2006?
Yeah,
that was 18 years ago.
Yeah.
That movie can vote.
He's one of the good parts of that movie.
He is, but it's been a long enough time on my rewatch.
All right. Appreciate you, Michelle. That's what we think you ought to do, and if you do it, come on back. Let us know how it went for you. I hope you enjoy all the movies, and I hope that the third one, is the pinnacle. Because again, just so much rides on this. D1249703. Thank you for chiming into the chat. Very much appreciate you. And hello from across the pond. Any tie into the X-Men 97 series? That's an excellent question. I don't know, but a lot of people are speculating that we will get either our main Wolverine as the X-Men 97 Wolverine or just a prominent featuring of the X-Men 97 Wolverine. What I am secretly hoping for is that they go... Again, I'm always like, please embrace the craziness. So one thing I hope can happen is they go to like an animated timeline and like actually spend time there and maybe have Ryan Reynolds Deadpool like in just X-Men 97 land for a minute there.
As of this moment, you describing that, I have a new dream cameo. In this moment.
Who dat?
Animated Deadpool is written by Donald Glover.
Ooh!
The show I never got.
One of the few...
The biggest loss to pop culture, I think, of my lifetime.
Oh, my God. I remember when that was coming. I remember getting hype.
When they canceled it and he wrote that script, that leaked script that was like written about that day, and I was like, this is Deadpool. So, yeah, I would say a Deadpool cameo. The Ryan Reynolds voicing Donald Glover's writing of Deadpool.
They would be so... That is a real one move.
That's
like,
what I would...
Such a real one if they decide to do that. Like, because they already have him adjacent, that's my new top of the wish list. You did it, Coy.
That's
you
it.
did it.
That's
you
what
did
I want.
You did it.
Give me that.
Cam plays. Here we go.
Bring it.
What is the most brutal? Deadpool versus Wolverine comic.
Wolverine Volume 2, issues 155 and 156. It's Rob Liefeld illustrated, and it's literally what they're filming in the leaked footage of the paparazzi stuff. That fight is blow for blow from the Rob Liefeld stuff. So if you want to have a little sneak preview of the fight that we're about to see that ends the trailer, Wolverine 155, 156.
Ooh, I'm going to go read those. That's good. That's a good little close to the end of stream tease. In fact, we're at our last super chat for the day. We'll do a refresher just in case anybody dropped in a stick or something here at the end. But for this main chunk of dunk, we got Retro Man. closing us out before we do the final. Retro Man, thank you for jumping in. Do you think Deadpool, Wolverine, and the X-Force team will join the MCU at the end of the movie? Is Peter going to be canon?
Peter! I think we do get a potential Wolverine and Deadpool. I don't know how much Hugh Jackman how long he wants to stay in shape. I just feel like let them in.
Every time he dons the claws is the last time.
But it's been
every
6-7
time.
years now.
It's been a lot of last times.
But it's been a lot of last times.
But I can also see this being the actual last time.
Because it's like team up with his buddy.
I'm pretty sure that like nowadays all it takes for Hugh Jackman is just like, well, if the concept is just that good, then I
Yeah,
have
he's
to do it.
willing.
Yeah,
I would like to see Wolverine and Deadpool in Secret Wars.
that would be cool.
That's, I think, the best way to do it.
Hey,
Personally.
I don't know. I mean, part of me feels like too this could be an interesting way of like I don't know if we'll necessarily see a Wolverine Hugh Jackman continue. I could like see this X-Force team continuing. That I could imagine, but I feel like this could be like an actual. If they have 1 million Wolverines, this could be a trial run for like who might
is
be able to take over
Yeah.
if it's not one of the memes. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think this is certainly a possibility. But you know, I don't know. I feel like Deadpool's going to be in the MCU.
It'd be
regardless.
so funny if
but-
they have like 100 Wolverines and the
Yeah.
movie ends and there's like text that says like one of these Wolverines will continue.
One, yeah,
And we don't know which
a
Wolverine will return. And we don't
yeah.
know which one is the X-Men Wolverine. Like stunt casting by having so many that we don't know who Wolverine is.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness, I love that idea. All right, gang, let's do one more refresher before we skedaddle. Coy has 115 podcasts to shoot today.
115 roughly.
And
I got to be awake for Madam Web. I got to find out if great responsibility gives you amazing powers.
It does. It always does, Coy. It's the amazing power of, oh my God, we got to blow through these little Streamlabs real quick here at the end. Let's do this thing. We got the gamer MJ, but we also got Galaghost over here. Thank you, buddy. Triple threat, man. Here's another 5 because Stan Lee said it best. You can't buy love, but you can rent it for 3 minutes. Cheers, my friends. Cheers to
funny.
you, buddy. We'll give you a full-on 10.
That's a
this
beautiful-
is a 50% off the loves today.
Beautiful.
Appreciate you, buddy. The gamer MJ, Coy. This one's for just you. I recuse myself. Have you read any good comics lately? I've been reading the new F4 run where it starts when they get aboard and they've had everything frozen and gone separate ways, but you don't find out why until a few issues later, and it's really good.
This run of Fantastic Four, I think it's on issue 13 or 14, is my favorite Fantastic Four run of all time.
Beautiful.
Ever.
Oh
Like,
my.
I love the Mark Waid run, and that's like a close second, but this has been the most consistent run. It's full of lots of interesting science. It's a really fun commentary on science culture. It is a beautifully illustrated version of the First Family. It is so good. This Fantastic Four, it started last year, like early last year, early 2023, and it is exceptional. Highly, highly recommend it. Other than that, like that's literally my favorite Marvel comic right now is that new Fantastic Four because I'm not usually an FF guy, but I've been so impressed with that particular run. Also,
Okay.
really enjoying. Let's see. The new Gargoyles book over at Dynamite is really good if you like gargoyles. The Wolverine run right now is so badass and metal. It's Sabretooth, like, eviscerating everyone that Wolverine loves for his birthday. It's a tradition. Apparently, he likes to make Wolverine suffer on his birthday, and it's one of the most brutal Wolverine comics I've ever read. Batman the Brave and the Bold just concluded the Tom King, Mitch Gerard's Joker arc. That was really, really dynamic and interesting. Ghost Machine is a new imprint over at Image that's launching, and they had a big anthology book illustrating where they're going to be the next 6 months, and it's really solid. There's this book called The Holy Roller, written by Rick Remender, who wrote Deadly Class, which is one of my favorite indie comics, but it's also written by Andy Samberg. And it's
What?
dude, Andy Samberg's writing a comic with the guy that wrote Deadly Class, and it's about a dude that was a total loser in high school that went and joined the Special Forces and then went into charity and now is back in his hometown, and bullies from his high school are like trying to basically attack him because he's Jewish. Like there's a big anti-Semitism like through line in his town,
Oh my
and he takes
God.
him out with a bowling ball, and he becomes this
God.
hero, the bowler. So it's called The Holy Roller, and it's about bowling violence. It's as weird as it sounds.
Some Mystery Men shit right there.
It's a lot. And then there's a really existential book I just finished called Junior Baker, Righteous Faker, about what it means to be alive and what it means to be a parent, what it means to like see life further on. Also really loving Newburn, which is a great detective noir book. It's like an old 20s gumshoe, but in the modern day, and it's all written from the lens of this guy who has the mafia on one side and police on the other, and it's fascinating. And also Penguin. Penguin's so good. Like it's only on issue 6. Tom King writing Penguin is very, very good. A lot of good comics right now. A lot of good
Gang.
comics.
Gang, you heard it here. And that's the perfect way to end any Coy's Comic Corner, is with
Just
some
effectively well.
vital recommendations. Thank you all, seriously, for joining us and for putting up with our weird, laggy stream. I don't know why it's
So different in here.
Yeah, the last two we've done in the back, like, everything is great except for the connection, and I have no idea why we have, like, its own internet back there. But either way, I'm glad that you guys stuck with us. Thank you for stoking the fires of our chat, for bringing your enthusiasm. And, I mean, the more official, neither of us is, I don't think, putting any effort into following leaks or anything like that, but anything that gets released on an official scale, I'm sure we will be here to talk about in some way, shape, or form. Either, Coy, either Greg or myself or whoever, there's going to be much more Deadpool to come. So, guys, thank you for being here again. Leave a like on the stream if you feel so compelled. Check out the RejectNationShop.com store if you feel so compelled. Mystery Men Watch Along. I haven't even seen that movie, Indo Crypto, so I would be down.
So good.
Seattle KO, thank you. Would love to see Alan Richardson in the universe. Get my man Reacher in here. The Gamer MJ, Ghost Machine Comic. Ooh, I like that. Christian Unpronounceable, KN Kiger, Big D, Cameron Lane, Nerdy Wave, Charlie 836, Louis Barry, Galaghost, everyone who joined in, Kiana, guys, thank you guys for being here. I want to shout you all out. I think Mobius will show up World of Devon, but I don't know if he'll show up the way that we think. But yeah, keep on keeping on, and
you just see him in the background on a jet ski.
That's
That'd be
the
enough.
thing, is I feel like this movie probably. I get what they mean about, like, guys, just, like, stop aggressively trying to leak stuff, because I feel like they want to, like,
Have some joy
shotgun
for us.
blast some surprises our way and some special appearances and characters that are, you wouldn't have expected. So that's what I'm most excited for, is just the madcap variety we are about to get in whatever this movie becomes. So yes, thank you guys for joining in. If you've had any other comments or whatnot, you can comment on this video once the actual repost goes up. But yeah, much love to y'all for now. Have a safe and happy week. Happy Super Bowl.
Hit that like.
And yeah, we'll catch you next time. Much love, people. End of stream. That's it. That's all. It's done with. We're over. As soon as I find the window where I can
Close
end
that
the
particular
stream,
button.
and we have an
Whenever you
excellent
can.
connection to,
Of course
to
we
close
do.
off on. Of course, right at the end. Anyway, remember how to breathe, and we'll catch you next time. Peace. Pieces.